Happy Friday, everyone. It is Sharon Wilson, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you're going well. Just realised I had my audio on one of my devices. I'm just turning that off. Welcome to my Facebook Live. It is Friday the 14th of August 2026. Another week has gone by and I know the next couple of weeks are going to be fairly busy for me. Yes, it's going to be I've got a retreat next weekend and I'm going to be away for work the following week. So there's lots going on at the moment. But right now with Stampin' Up, we have the designer series paper and the cardstock sale. So it's 15% off select cardstock products. Hey Sam, how you going? So yeah, 15% off select designer series papers and select cardstock. So check that out. It's 15% off, which is awesome. So it's things like the 2026, 2028 in color printed patterns is normally $34, reduced down to $28.90. So that is great in and of itself. So there's lots of different products you can have a look at and check out. The new Paper Pumpkin kit for September, you can actually subscribe for that now. So if you haven't already subscribed, it's a great time to subscribe. If you hadn't subscribed last month for the August kit, you would have got 15% off if it was the first time you'd subscribed. But I'm going to show you that kit today, and I had a bit of a look through it all, and I'm really excited about it. It's such a lovely kit. So if you missed out on that one, I do have a spare kit. It is the $48. Because yeah, I didn't actually get it on special because I'd already subscribed. So you can have a look at that. But have a look at what I'm doing today. I've got a couple of little ideas. I don't think anyone's really done some stepped up versions or anything like that. So I'm just going to have a bit of a play and create something. What else is happening? There's a new product of the month that's available. Yes, lots of things happening. I have my April retreat registration is open now, so if you check that one out, and I'm looking at a class in September, so keep your eye out for that as well. So let's get into it. So yeah, it's the Paper Pumpkin kit for August that we're looking at today. So here we go. Let my mouse can go. Move my mouse out of the way. So this is the kit. It's the Kindred Greetings kit, and this is just gorgeous. I really love it. And I've only looked at it this morning, so I've already got a few ideas of how we can step up the card. So let's have a bit of a play. I have separated all the pieces into their cards. I might start with this one, I think. This is the dark, the grey colour, so it's the grey granite. That's what it is, it's grey granite. So I sort of just popped everything into one envelope so that I had them all ready to go. We have our card bases, so let's start by folding them. I'm not going to make extra cards. I'm going to just step the cards up a bit. So I'm not going to be, doing lots of chopping and making extra cards. Working with what I have, adding a bit of extra cardstock in is pretty much what I'm doing. So we have these pieces here. So these are the die cuts. So the layouts of these are probably going to be very similar, but sometimes you want to make them a bit different to what the design is. So I think these leaves appear to have a bit of basic beige and grey granite on them. So looks like a bit of basic beige on the edges of the leaves. And then those ones, I don't need them. We've got our 3 card bases, our 3 leaves, and we've got our pieces for our sentiment and the pieces for our stamped image as well. So you get an ink spot of grey granite, and again, I've brought my big one out. I like having the big ink pad. We have our stamp. So we're just going to stamp there. Let's do a couple of them. Actually, let's do all three. There is actually two sides to this one. Like, obviously, cardstock has two sides, but I don't know if you can tell. It's actually ever so slightly, I don't know, you can't tell, but when I'm here looking at it, it sort of looks a bit lighter, almost sort of a bit more stark on one side than the other. Or have I got ink up the top? And then our sentiment is, I'm always here for you. So I'll stamp that one too. I don't want to get ink everywhere, do I? There we go, let them dry a bit. I think because of the cardstock, they need a tiny bit longer to dry. Because it's, yeah, it's not actually soaking it in as easily as normal cardstock would. So just push them aside. So then we have, so yeah, I've stamped that image. We've got we need some dimensionals on the back of this one and on the leaves. Now, where did I put my dimensionals from this one? I don't know. I think my dimensionals went walkabout. Hopefully I have enough here to keep me going. And these two. Up there. Okay, so we'll have our backing papers. And we're just going to, oh, the one thing with these dimensionals is they're ever so slightly too big for my die cuts. So I think I'm just going to try and chop a bit off. I don't see them. I really don't want to see the extra dimensional sections of them. See if that, hopefully that's enough. Got that one. This section's always all going to be the same. Now, because I have a bit of ink up the top there, I'm going to try and cover that bit ink splodge up, just like that. And same with this one. As long as I cover that section up there, I'm good. Okay, then we have our baker's twine. It's saying about 15 inches, but this is the only card we're using it on. I'm not going to worry too much. It says to do a bow, but I'm going to do a knot because knots are easier. Oops, where are my other scissors? Let's see if they're a bit better. Nope. I need new paper snips. That's what I need. I'm struggling with paper snips today. They're terrible too. Where are my good ones? Let's try and do a bow on this one. How's work, Sam? So we've got another bow and the last one. All right. So then we have dimensionals on the back of this one. So let's use the sections around. And then we've got our sentiments as well. And on one side, we need it with dimensionals, and on the other side, so we want that one, so we can do dimensionals on this side. So dimensionals on the right side. Because that side's going to be off the on the cardstock section, and then the other side, this bit is going to be on top of the bits that are popped up on the leaves. So we need a bit of glue. Not that one. Just to keep them down. There is some double-sided tape in the kit as well, but you know me, I like to use my seal. So then you glue this side down there, and then this side about there. So that's the card as it is. Let's step it up with a piece of grey granite cardstock. So this is just a simple step up. a very simple step up from what we have already. And then again, we've got our I'm here for you, like that. And then the last one, I was actually going to go about, just see what I've got on my blending brush. A bit of green on that one. I was looking for my blending brushes this morning, and do you reckon I could find them? Nope, I couldn't. So I think that's enough. Oh, it's a bit green still, isn't it? Yeah. Is there another one? A bit more yellow. Oh, hopefully it's okay. Let's try anyway. Let's try and get some of the ink on. Just change the background a bit. Add some grey granite in the background. And then that one. So that's the 3 versions of that card. So you've got those 3 versions. So the original, and then the 2 other versions. And then I do have obviously a sentiment left over. So with that one, if I grab a piece of basic white, so maybe I will make an extra card. And I did happen to cut a piece of basic white there. And yes, I do. I've got a piece of basic grey. No, not basic grey. Grey granite. So let's chop that down to, what do I want? I want 10. I think 10? No, I want a bit more than that. I want probably 10.3. 10.3 and 4.3, 14.6, I think. So a smidge all around. Glue that one down. It's a good measurement, a smidge. And then we grab our leaves. And just very simply, we have a bit more thread. Dimensionals, where'd it go? There they go. And then our sentiment as well. And so dimensionals on the one side, glue on the other. And so you just got another card as well. So 4 cards, just using the extra sentiment really, and so extra cardstock, and then using the stamp itself. All right, so I'm going to get rid of the grey granite from that one and the sentiment. All right, second card. Let's start this one. So gold, not that one, this one. So we've got dimensionals and other stuff. We've got the hello. So pull this one out. And you've got all these leaves as well. And we have our sentiments. So the sentiment is friend. So hello, friend. So, pretty much centered. Again, you probably want to wait until it dries a bit if you're using this ink. I'm not sure if it'll be different if you're using the other ink, the one that it comes with. But with this one, yeah, you need a bit of time. Oops. Let's set our card bases aside. Bring out these pieces, and we're going to stamp on these as well. So with our little dots, I think that's it. Yep, looks like it. And so these ones, so I'm just going to wait until they dry a tiny bit as well. I could probably put some dimensionals on the back while I wait. There are more of my dimensionals. Oops. Lots of dimensionals on this project. Scissors. Okay, and the sentiment also needs some dimensionals. Always use the bits on the sides. No point in wasting them. Very good. Okay. These ones we are putting a bit of glue. But it's working out where you need to have the glue to be sitting onto the pieces that's going to be over the card. All right. And then the hello is dimensionals as well. Okay. Card bases. So, oh, wonder. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe this is the way to do it. So you've got to line up all of these pieces so they actually fit evenly across the page. So I'm going to just try a tactic because this is still in its original state. I'm wondering whether I can literally just pop it down and then pull the frame around it. So then they're all evenly spaced. Ha! Check that out. I like that. So don't pull it out of its frame. It's basically what I'm saying. Don't pull it out of its frame. Leave it in its frame and glue it straight down. Then you can pull the frame off around it. And you can stick your little leaves down. And then we have our hello. Just going to go about there. And then we have our friend. It's going to go, where's that going to go? In the middle? Yep, about there, I think. So that is that card. That's not too, that's cute. Very cute. All right, let's do a stepped up version. So I don't know if that's going to work. Hang on. It will just, I think. Yes. So let's work this out. I wanted to put some Lost Lagoon behind on this one. Worry about my head if it's, there we go. Hopefully that's worked. Oops. Bit of adhesive. pull off your frame. It's actually a pretty good way of doing it because it means that, yeah, you are getting it all even on the card. And then we just glue straight down onto the card base. We have our leaves. Our hello. And then our friend. What do you think? I think I like that one. And then our final one will go into, oh, it's still got green in it. Let's try and get rid of the green. Well, that's better. Okay. We'll get some Lost Lagoon. A bit darker than I want, but because it's got a bit of water in it as well. But I actually don't mind it, so we'll just wait for that one a bit. And then again, we grab our strips and don't take it out of the frame. Keep it in its frame. This kit is lovely. Look at that. So we get our little leaves again. We get our hello. And our friend. I think I'm going to just put it down there. So those 3 cards. Oh, look at that grid paper. Let's get rid of that one. So the original, and then stepped up with a bit of cardstock, and then that was with the blending brush in the background. I like that one too. I like them. They're lovely. Yay. So not going to make a separate next one of that one because I'm not going to. Got a bit of pile of scraps over here. So let's just get rid of some of them for the moment. There we go. Into my scraps. All right. So our next one, our last one. So we have these pieces. That one. Now 3 circles. Squash the bin down. All right, and then we have our card bases. So actually want to use one of these first before I use them on the cards. All right, we're going to use, what have we got? We've got, oh, we are using linen thread on the thread on this one too. Ah, maybe I used too much. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Who cares? We use what we do. Now, there's my other dimensionals. So, how's that stuck on? Oh, it's, yeah, okay, cool. All right, so let's stamp on these first. So these ones, this one is going to be sending my whole heart at a time when words fall short. So that. Now we're going to wait, obviously wait for them to dry a tiny bit, but we want to put some thread, linen thread, or basic twine, this stuff. I'm just going to try and, I don't know whether I can do a third of it and use it all up. Oops, I got myself into a knot. Something like that. So trim, and then how have they done it? I don't know how they've done it, so let's just make it up. We want to use glue. Oops. We want to use glue, something like that. Then we can put our thing over the top. And then our dimensionals, I'm going to put them straight onto here. So then I can just stick it down. I was pretty sure it actually covered the whole section. There you go. So we have one left over. Now let's put dimensionals on the back of this one. Go into the corners first. Oh, I can't fit one there. there. I find all the spaces where you've got a bigger leaf to put a dimensional onto. That's maybe that one. All right. Now card bases. So we have our, oh, that didn't work out. That's a bit crooked, that one. Try that one again. Oh, nope. Better. There we go. So we've got our, this layer that just sits on top there. And then this one, just a bit of glue on that one. And then down the bottom, about there. So that's that card. So let's step it up a tiny bit. What do I do? I'm going to use that one first. So I have another piece of basic white because I had an idea. And you know, sometimes I just have these ideas. And I'm hoping it's going to work out. Because if it doesn't, whoops. Okay. So, let's see what I have on that one. Got a bit of brown on it, but I'm hoping once I get a bit of crisp cantaloupe on there, I should be okay. All right, so if we put that in the center, I'm basically just going to use it like a mask. And it shouldn't impact the other side because I'm using the back side of it. Oops. Moved. Yeah. So then you have that, and I have a bit of linen thread that I want to use. Oh, not quite big enough. Hang on. Try that again. Bit of, oh, that's my dodgy one. And dimensionals. So you've got a extra card. Then you've still got that mask, which you could start creating more cards like that. Just show you what you can do. And so then we'll use this one and we'll put dimensionals on the back of this. And this one as well. So these do actually make good masks because they're quite thick and won't move too easily as long as you've got a good hold on them. So you've got card base. We're going to glue that one straight down. Oop. Once we've got the card base straight. Yeah, well, straighten up. Sending my whole heart. And then the last one, I feel like it's a bit plain now. So let's yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do with this one? Just looking. Let's see. I feel like it's not quite right. I don't want it to fade into the background either. Maybe I do change it up a fair bit. I could do it that way. I'm going to do it that way. That's what I'm going to do. Here we go. I'm going to flip it. I need another one there. So I'm flipping it over instead, using that side, and then glue this one down. There we go. Okay, they are my cards for today. So we had the first one, first card. So the original cards are that one, and this one. So they're the original three. And then stepping up, we have that one, and that one. And then using blending brush. Oops. Oh, hang on, not that one. Sorry, that one. So those three. And then you've got the blending brush. And then I made an extra 2 cards as well. So I think I'm quite happy with those ones. I think they've actually turned out quite well. I've got the extra one. So 11 cards. Not too bad. Not too shabby for a paper pumpkin kit. I still had that left over, but I probably won't use that one, so that can just disappear. Yeah, I like them. I think they've turned out quite well. Not too bad, not too shabby. So that was the paper pumpkin kit the August one. So Kindred greetings. If you missed out and you would like one, I do have a spare kit. I actually have a spare couple of kits. I think I've got July and August, and I've got an April one as well. So if you've missed out and you'd like to order a kit, let me know, because I could probably post one to you, or you could pick it up from me. But yeah, if you haven't already got one, let me know, and I can always. I've only got one though. If you didn't subscribe, I've only got the one, so it's like the first in, best crafted. First in, best crafted. That's what it is. But they make paper pumpkin kit cards for August, so I hope you like them. I like them. I think they've turned out quite nicely, even if I do say so myself. Next week, yes, I'm at a retreat next Friday, so who knows whether I'll actually get a chance to actually create a video for you or not. Maybe I might just go live at the retreat. Probably not though, because I usually get distracted and am usually crafting away and forget all about it. Forget about the outside world, other than where I just am at the time. So, don't forget, yes, my April retreat is still open for registrations. I think I've got about 2/3 full at the moment, so you should probably put your skates on and register now while you still can. There's the brand new product of the month that Stampin' Up have out. I also have we also have the Designer Series paper and cardstock sale, so 15% off selected products. What else? If you want to get a sneak peek, we're actually in pre-order for quite a few things at the moment. So if you would like a sneak peek of some product, the best way to get that is actually by joining Stampin' Up. So you can join under me, sharonwilson.stampinup.net, and click join now, and you can come and join my team, which would be absolutely lovely. I'd love to have you and welcome you to my team. We're a lovely bunch of people, and yes, we have other people that want to join us as well, because we're that lovely. Just posting, sorry. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I will hopefully see you next week, in some way, shape, or form. And the week after is I'm going to be away as well for work with my husband. So there's lots going on over the next few weeks. And then when I'm live again, it'll probably be September. Will be another month in. So, but don't forget to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin for the next one. The next kit actually comes out with brand new ink spots that are different from the ones that we have at the moment. So there are brand new ink spots coming out in the next September kit. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. There is a link in the video comments. So have a look at that and subscribe. You can subscribe month to month. So it'll just be an ongoing thing, and you can actually go back in before the 10th of each month and pause it or add extra kits or anything. You can do anything like that. So that's probably the best way. Just order an ongoing subscription of one a month, and yeah, I'm sure you'll love it. Or order two and have invite a friend over to craft with you. That's always a great way. It's always good to craft with someone else as well. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.